This is part two of this sit-down lesson of the prophecy updates as of March the 30th, April the 1st, 2025 on this Tuesday afternoon. So the video had cut short, so Salaki for that. Right, so as it says once again, China issues a warning to Taiwan independence with surprising large-scale military attacks. Right, as I mentioned once again in part one, this is part two of the sit-down lesson of the prophecy updates as of April the 1st, 2025 on this Tuesday afternoon. So once again, that's a sign of wars and rumors of wars, especially throughout that region, not too far from the South China Sea, China versus the Philippines, and then China versus Taiwan in that region, as escalations have been definitely heating up between these nations. So these are increasing, building up of more signs of wars and rumors of wars. Matthews, which is going to build up to the Third World War, Matthews 24 verse 6, and ye shall hear, Matthew 24 verse 6, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that you be not troubled, for all these things must first come to pass, but the end is not yet. Right, so it's going to come to pass, but it's not going to end just yet. So we're going to see more building up of nuclear escalations and tensions between the nations. As I mentioned once again, China versus the Philippines, China versus Taiwan in that region, and all these different nuclear escalations are heating up between the nations. Matthew 24 verse 7, for nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. Right, so we're going to be seeing rising nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom, increasing famines, increasing pestilence, and earthquakes in diverse places. Which we're going to continue to see more signs of that. You gotta get me some data that more people are getting hurt. You gotta get me some data that the long-term effect on the offensive line, the defensive line, the quarterback, the running back, the linebackers is something that we should be concerned about. Because if you can't do that, then you're just doing it because you don't want to learn how to stop it. And you got a quarterback that can't run it. And so to me, as I see it, it's like, okay, you ban the running, but you can also push the runner when he gets close to the goal line. Push the runner when he gets close to the first down. Are you going to remove that? This is a database charts between 1,200 child deaths and from abuse and neglect in Texas 2018. You get that into Matthew 24 and verse 12. It says that Europe warns of strong plans to retaliate ahead of new Trump tariffs. Right, because you're having these economic tariffs that the Trump administration, especially with the automobile industry, that they put economic tariffs on non-American manufacturers they've been using. That he put economic tariffs on, so that's what's definitely gonna stir more trade wars between the nations, between the United States and these other countries. That the Trump administration used economic 25% tariffs on the automobile, ports and goods. So that's gonna be more tariffs. As I had a side note to that. Yep, it says once again from CBS News, it says Europe warns of strong plans to retaliate ahead of new Trump's tariffs, which goes into effect tomorrow, as they mentioned it, at April the 2nd, 2025. This is the book of St. Mark, chapter 3, verse 24. And if a kingdom be divided against itself, the kingdom cannot stand. Right, that's what we're seeing. Modern day kingdoms being divided from a political standpoint, geopolitical standpoint, economical standpoint. And that's what we're seeing. It says if a kingdom be divided against itself, the kingdom cannot stand. Even if you're going to have these modern day kingdoms that's allies with one another, and we see them going against one another, especially from an economical standpoint. It says if a kingdom be divided against itself, the kingdom cannot stand. So you're going to have a kingdom within itself being divided, and then a kingdom outside of another kingdom rising up against another kingdom. So that's going to stir more economic tensions, more escalation situations, geopolitical standpoint, economical standpoint, nuclear war standpoint, and many other categories of that sort. So that's why we see modern day kingdoms being divided, which cannot stand.
That's what we're seeing. We're going to be seeing more signs of that. St. Mark chapter 3, verse 25. And if a house be divided against itself, the house cannot stand. Right, so if a house...
will now be allowed. This aligns with the postseason overtime rule. So the OT period will remain at 10 minutes. Just really important that they will be allowed to both possess the ball.
Second,
The replay assist system
St. Mark 3, verse 25. And if a house, it says, and if a house be divided against itself, the house cannot stand. Right, so if a house be divided against itself, the house cannot stand. That's what we're seeing. St. Mark 3, verse 26. And if Satan rises against itself and be divided, which cannot stand but have an end. Right, so we're seeing signs of that. Right, so as it says, once again, Trump threatens Putin with oil and tariffs, pressure Zelensky on miners deal. It says that Trump amps up the tempo airstrikes against jihad group in Somalia. It says mass protesters target Erdogan's group on power in Turkey. Some progress made in recovery of U.S. Army soldiers submerged in Lithuanian swamp.
Based on guys that get isolated a lot, because when you're isolated and you can't help,
Trump warns he will bomb Iran over lack of nuclear deal. Right, that's another sign. Wars and rumors of wars.
Well, I got to hang out with Adam Schefter last night at this big event. Everybody pretty much let me go wherever I wanted to be VIP, as long as I held Schefter's backpack and phones as we walked around. But I think we're into Brian Schottenheimer, who's excited about his opportunity in Dallas. But the big thing is,
it says Japan to join the Balkanton 2025 a full-fledged participation. Japan Madden participation in the Balkanton 2025 is a circulation years of defense and security and cooperation between Tokyo and Manila. It says the Balkanton 2025 is set to join Japanese forces in its full-fledged participants for the first time in its years, iterations of Manila's military drills, and Japan's maritime self-defense forces will conduct joint patrols with U.S. and Philippines and the vessels in the South China Sea. This is Joel, then I'm going to close it out. This is the prophet Joel, chapter 3, verse 9, because we've been seeing a lot of military exercise drills, a lot of military. So, we're going to be seeing a lot of military exercise drills, a lot of military training, and a lot of military spending. So that shows you that the Heavenly Father continue to put that warlike mindset of these arms of nations, even though they might say it might just be regular, naval drills or exercise drills, but that's still an indication of signs that the Heavenly Father continue to put that warlike mindset in these arms of nations, and more signs of wars, rumors of wars. It says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. Right, that's what we're seeing. Joel 3, verse 10. Beat your plowshares and the swords and the pointy hooks and the spears, and let the weak stand strong. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and close it out. This prophecy updates for part 1 and part 2 as of April the 1st, 2025 on this Tuesday afternoon. So hopefully this was edifying. And with that, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Hashem, Kakadash, and the Heavenly Father. The true name is Yahweh, and His Son begat Son, Hashem, and the name of Hamashiach, Yahweh Shai. Those are their true names in the ancient Paleo Hebrew, Washwakadash, and tongue, Barakatham to the elders and apostles, Till next time, I will say Shalom. David is the best, and I